right, man. So the NFL union boss might be the president. It used to be DeMaurice Smith. He wasn't shit. Excuse my language. He was at the titty bar with they union dudes. He was mishandling union dudes, and when all that came out about the black quarterbacks and them, them trying to stop them from, colluding against Lamar and Russell, and there was another one about them getting their bread. You already knew they had to throw another story out there to cover that story up. What the NFL players and the fans don't care, but they had to cover it up. So Ex-NFLPA boss Howell strip club expenses sent to investigator. So former NFL Players Association leader Lloyd Howell Jr. resigned after an outside investigator hired by the union received documents this week showing Howell charged the union for 2 visits to a strip club, including $738 and $82 car service that took him from the airport to one of the clubs. The documents are union approved expenses, reports, and receipts. ESPN began asking questions about hours before Howell abruptly resigned late Thursday night. One receipt obtained by ESPN shows Howell was picked up in a sedan by a car service at Fort Lauderdale International Airport August 22nd, 2023 at 10:26 p.m. The car first stop was at the nearby Miami Gardens Dress. The receipts show only one other stop nearly 8 hours later at 6 a.m. when the car dropped Howell at his luxury condominium in Sunny Isle Beach. A union finance worker noticed the car service exorbitant costs. The employee searched online for the Miami Garden address, discovering it was Tootie's Cabaret. Is that Cabaret? My bad. 76,000 square foot venue bills itself as the largest strip club, full nude, #1 rated. The employee flagged the receipts to the union travel department for a higher level of review. 2 people familiar with the union operation told ESPN the head of the union traveled forward the documents to compliance for review by union lawyers, and the sources said. More than a year later, Howell and the 2 union employees visited strip clubs in Atlanta, according to expense reports obtained by ESPN. During this year's NFLPA summit on February 21st, Howell accompanied his employees to the Mad City strip clubs for an outing that incurred $2,426 in charges, including cash withdrawals ranging from $200 to $525 from a club ATM. Sources in the document show they used 2 VIP rooms, so they paying for whoop, whoop. According to the expense report, the purpose of the strip club outing player engagement event to support and grow our union. The NFL Summit, PA Summit, is an annual event to foster leadership amongst players and young union employees. So, you foster leadership at a booty club, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But this is all to get back at, NFL union for exposing how, the owners and how they didn't want to play black quarterbacks. Check this out. It don't matter. The fans still watching after all that Colin Kaepernick stuff. Even after they found out how y'all did Lamar, they still gonna watch. The employees noted that March 23 expense reported $736. This is the final amount I was charged to close the tab for both secluded section for our player members. This included food, alcohol, drinks, fees, tax, gratuity, no players' names on the list, receipts, or the reports. My thing is this, man. What is niggas' obsession with the strip club, bro? I don't get it. Like, these dudes let pussy destroy their whole life, bro. They will allow pussy to destroy their whole life. They would allow pussy to destroy their whole life. Ain't that crazy? They'd allow, they allow to throw their whole life away for a piece of ass. And he lost his union job for doing this, and knowing you a black man that you always are going to be under the microscope. I don't be feeling bad. I don't be really feeling bad for these dudes, man, because they gonna watch you closer to anybody else. Yeah, you see other ethnic groups able to do stuff and finesse the system and get slaps on the wrist, if that at all. But when you a black man or you a black woman, they're looking at you. Especially when you a black man, they don't have the sympathy they would have for a woman. So you have to be great. You have to be on your P's and Q's. You can't be caught slipping and falling. You can't. Hate to break it to them, you can't be caught slipping and falling. They watch your every move, and especially when you go out there and you put, you go in there, open up an investigation on the NFL owners and expose what we already knew about them. What do you think was going to happen? You know they was going to try to get back at you, and they can say, "Well, the union is the one that did." No, the owners is the one that spearheaded this. The owners is the one that spearheaded this shit. They got a lot to do with this. And employees noted on March 23rd. Okay, this little bit of money, 2,200. Let me see. Let me see something. Let me see. Let me see. You could have made this. You could have did this on your own. On your own. You could have did this on your own. On your own time. Check this out. So the former, NFL executive director, I guess the guy that was in his position, DeMaurice Smith, his final year, he made $8.2 million. He was sorry to the motherfucker too. He basically was treason. He basically was NFL owner's lapdog that was destroying the union. His replacement, Lloyd Howell Jr., made a total of $2.2 million during his reported salary. ESPN reported salary. That was in the beginning. Howell's salary was between $3.5 to $4 million. This dude, he's probably making, if that, half of what DeMaurice was making. But DeMaurice had been there a while. And he was the owner's whipping boy. So this dude was making at least anywhere from $2.2 to $4 million. He lost his job over $2,200 in strip club, $736 in strip club. That's pocket change, my nigga. That's pocket change. That's pocket change. They throwing their careers away for pussy and pocket change. Think about that. They throwing their shit away for pussy, and pocket change. According to the expense report, the purpose of strip club island player engagement NFL summit is in a whole bunch of other bullshit in there. I'm not reading it. Like I said, he threw his career away for pocket change and pussy. P&P, bro. Pussy and pocket change. He deserved what he got. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the NFL playlist. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. I appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Hit the link tree. Find me everywhere. Patreon, the whole nine. Peace.